The video of Tom Cruise in happier times with Viacom chairman Sumner Redstone. Earlier this week, the actor's production company was dumped by Viacom's Paramount Pictures division. Cruise, who in the past, that's Sumner Redstone on the left. Yeah. Cruise, who in the past has enjoyed tremendous popularity with audiences and has been a powerhouse, of course, at the box office, seems to be kind of losing at least some of his appeal. One of the issues, his ties to the Church of Scientology. CNN's Brooke Anderson takes a look.
It was the smack heard across America. Tom Cruise swatted with a newspaper, in this case, the Wall Street Journal. Viacom chairman Sumner Redstone used his interview with the paper to bash the actor as he announced his Paramount Pictures division was giving Cruise's production company the boot. He blamed the decision to part ways on the star's promotion of Scientology and other behavior, which he said was unacceptable.
Sumner Redstone did commit a major breach of Hollywood etiquette. Normal behavior in this situation would be for the studio to say, we appreciate your past efforts, we wish you well in the future.
Cruise's Q ratings, which measure a star's popularity, have gone down after a stretch in which he jumped on Oprah's couch, widely proclaimed his love for fiancée Katie Holmes, and also engaged in a verbal battle with NBC's Matt Lauer over Scientology and psychiatry.
This was not against her will, though. But this wasn't against Brooke's will.
Redstone charged that conduct soured the box office returns for Cruise's summer movie, Mission Impossible 3, by up to $150 million.
Thank you for coming.
What Redstone is saying is basically he can't deliver anymore. He contends that Cruise has lost his box office appeal.
Cruise's producing partner, Paula Wagner, told me she found Redstone's comment shocking and graceless. She maintained she and Cruise walked away from negotiations on a new deal with Paramount well before Redstone's announcement, and that they have secured private financing to turn their company into an independent player.
He's getting together a pool of at least $100 million in hedge fund money.
Wagner also denied Cruise's behavior had any impact on the box office fortunes of Mission Impossible 3. Others agree the spat between Paramount and Cruise is less about his behavior and more about profit margins. In an era of slumping DVD sales, studios no longer have the leeway to offer stars deals that are as lucrative as they used to be.
We're at a moment right now where Hollywood, all the studios, are trying to rein in some of the money that they're committing to the biggest stars.
Cruise's sudden departure from Paramount adds to what's become a summer of falling stars. Mel Gibson is seeking rehabilitation and forgiveness after he made anti-Semitic remarks during a drunken driving arrest. And Lindsay Lohan was stung by criticism from a studio chief who berated her for acting like a spoiled child. Now Cruise is facing his own public humiliation. It's enough to drive someone to therapy. But we know how he feels about that.
I've never agreed with psychiatry, ever.
Brooke Anderson, CNN, Hollywood.
Well, Cruise's promotion of Scientology may have gotten him into trouble, but it's also raised a lot of curiosity about the mysterious religion. Two big questions. Why did Scientologists construct a massive vault in the Rockies, and why are they so protective about it? CNN's Gary Tuckman recently went there to try to get some answers.
The land is rugged on the south end of the Rocky Mountain Range, a panoramic view of northeastern New Mexico under clear skies, which makes it easier to see an unusual sight.
This is it.
Two huge interlocking circles, markings on the desert soil that cannot be seen from the ground, but can be seen from the heavens.
I think they're not designed to be seen by human beings, but by alien beings.
Michael Pattinson says he was a member of the Church of Scientology for 23 years. Now he's a disgruntled ex-member who says the circles are signposts for reincarnated Scientologists who come from outer space.
They're markings to show the location of one of the vaults which Scientology has prepared to safeguard the technology of L. Ron Hubbard.
Hubbard, who died in 1986, was a science fiction writer who started the Church of Scientology. And indeed, next to the circles in a private runway is a building with a vault built into the mountain. Current Scientologists do say archives are held in the vaults, just as other religions safeguard their sacred texts. They say the vault is overseen by a Scientology corporation called the Church of Spiritual Technology.
Church of Scientology officials denied CNN's request for a tour of the compound. They say the markings are simply a logo of the Church of Spiritual Technology and that this is a non-story. But from what we've experienced, church officials are extremely sensitive about this non-story.
A pilot we hired to fly us over the compound backed out, saying he got a call from Scientologists asking him not to go with us. Other pilots said they would not fly us because they didn't want to make the Scientologists angry. But we did finally get a pilot.
What do the circles look like to you from the air?
They look like a branding symbol a rancher might have put out there.
The closest town to the desert etchings is Las Vegas, New Mexico. The county sheriff there is one of few non-Scientologists who have visited the compound.
Because every time that an incident happens, that there's, say for instance, Waco or the World Trade Center incidents, every time something like this happens, there seems to be some rumblings that it's a training ground for militia or terrorist training ground, that kind of thing. So they've been inviting me out there so we can go out there and try to dispel those rumors.
Have you dispelled those rumors?
Well, we went out there. I didn't see anything of that sort.
The sheriff says the Scientologist told him this is where L. Ron Hubbard's writings, saved on titanium plates, will be preserved for thousands of years. He says many people were there, lots of farm animals, and a large cache of food supplies.
Did it strike you as a place for survivalists?
Quite possibly, yes. I definitely want to go there if it hit the fan.
If it hits the fan.
The sheriff says the notion of spacecraft return here was not discussed with him, but former members say that's part of Scientology teachings.
I know it sounds very, very bizarre, but this is where reality is stranger than fiction.
So are the circles a landing pad for extraterrestrial vehicles? The church is not commenting to us.
Gary Tuckman, CNN, Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Well, today's shot is coming up, but first Tom Foreman joins us with a 360 News and Business Bulletin. Tom?
Hi, Anderson.